Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? Here we are back with another episode of Reality Sucks. I'm Ty, the classic man, the original classic man. This is my boy right here, really amazing Cal. What's going on? What's going on this Wednesday? How you guys been doing? How was your weekend? All that good stuff. I will start out by saying that this is my last week doing Facebook Live because we have a YouTube channel now, and we want to do Facebook and YouTube. So Calvin is going to do Facebook, and I'm going to do YouTube. I have posted about our last 13. This is our 14th episode right here. Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for tuning in and your support. We really do appreciate that. But if you type in the search, if you type in live TV, parentheses, reality sucks, parentheses, episode, and then you type in which episode you want to watch. We'd like you to share this with your friends and tell everybody that you know about it. We want to try to make this change that we've been talking about for the last 13 weeks off, not straight, but we had missed a week or two, but yeah. So what's going on, brother? What's going on? What you talking about today? What's going on? What's going on?
Listen, man. You know how the experience at work. Actually Sunday. They actually ran until today. Well, I guess was acting.
What's up, Alicia? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Alicia. Hey, Toya, how you doing, baby? Had the experience that with a guest with he was acting so rambunctious, basically.
Okay.
And basically because his car was taking a long time, and the valet was taking a long time to get his car. And I understood it was 45 minutes, and he shouldn't have to wait that long for his car at the end of the day. But the thing, you know what I'm saying, that kind of struck me was the way he carried himself. You know, he was an older guy, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian, probably 51 to 55 years old. And the way he carried himself, he started using obscene language. So they called me upstairs, and I introduced myself. Hey, how you doing? My name is Mr. Collins. How can I assist you as well? And I gave my hand. He pushed my hand away and said, who are you? I said, well, I'm the manager.
No,
yes, he did do that. He pushed my hand away and said, who are you? So I'm the manager on duty. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, you know what I'm saying, the hotel. He said, well, I'm going to get you arrested as well. And I'm going to have all your staff arrested for stealing my car. I'm like, am I being punked? I'm thinking I'm being punked. And then the thing about it, so it's a Hilton property, so he's on the phone with the Hilton Diamond Desk as well, saying, I have to have this black guy right here, and you know what I'm saying, some Mexicans. He said this. He's telling the Diamond Desk this, that they stole my car, and they won't give me my car. So I'm thinking, like, am I being punked? Like, who does this?
No, that's crazy.
So the Diamond Desk calls me on the other phone, so I have the guest right here in front of me. I'm willing to comp, you know what I'm saying, for taking so long, I'm going to comp the guest as well as that. He just keeps going on and on. So to make a long story short, he picks up, he's on the phone. His car comes while we're in the middle of coming. He throws the phone at the front desk agent.
Get out of here.
So now I'm on the phone, I said, listen, the police are on their way. And so, because he called the cops, he was really trying to get me arrested. I don't know how, but the police are on his way. Once the police get here, I'm going to have him removed off property. Please note this in your file. He is not allowed, you know what I'm saying, at this property ever. As well. So the point of saying that, you know what I'm saying, he started using so many racial slurs. He said, it's because you are racist. He called me a racist. I'm prejudiced against white people. And this is what happens when you have black people running this type of industry.
That's what he said?
He said that.
He said all that?
He said that. And you know what he did? He says this to the Diamond Desk. So they're recording all this type of stuff that he's saying. And then he writes a long email about this, because it's carried on. He called to speak to me on Monday. He called to speak to somebody else on Tuesday, and he called to speak to my general manager today. He's like, what is going on? He said, everybody there is racist. You have black guys. He said, all he kept saying, the big, tall black guy. You know what I'm saying? He is a racist. He kept laughing at me. So I'm like, yeah, I found it funny if you said, I'm going to get arrested. You know what I'm saying? It's quite funny. Because I'm thinking I'm being punked.
That's crazy.
But the moral of the story is saying that, I've experienced, you know what I'm saying, racial slurs, but when it comes that abrupt, you don't know where it's coming from, racism is still alive today. Racism is, you know what I'm saying, it's activated. Racism, you know what I'm saying, is so prominent, you know what I'm saying, today. It's not like it hasn't always been prominent, but people feel more freely to speak, you know what I'm saying, I would say, I guess they mind whatever's on their heart. And the way he was speaking to me at the time, he was like, I'm caught off guard because I'm thinking I'm being punked.
Right.
I'm like, is this happening? I'm looking at them like, are you really serious?
Right.
a black guy, and the thing about it, he puts all this in an email. So an email, that's forever.
Did anybody have their phone out recording this? That's all I want to know.
No, nobody had their phone out recording it. No, we don't want them to do that. I kept it so
professional. Because you need to have,
No, we got cameras. So we saw everything. So we did the video.
But I want to hear. You got to people
forget
hear
hearing
that
it. He said it to the Diamond Desk, and they recorded it. So we looked at the whole thing like, is this a joke or something?
This is right.
This can't be serious.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. And he put in, saying, how can you have a Hilton flag flying over your property, you know what I'm saying, with a black guy running it? Just like that.
No.
He put that in the email.
Wow.
And wrote the Diamond Desk. He said, I want everybody's job there. And I'm like, what? It's crazy. Steve, what's going on, baby? How you feel? As well, but yeah, that's just what's happening. That's how my day, was been going. Behind me feeling a little under the weather, and I got a crick in my neck. I can't even turn my neck. But people are crazy today.
That's crazy.
I've never experienced it. I've heard about it. But to actually experience one-on-one, I mean, we talk about racism on the show. We talk about, we talk about poverty on the show. We talk about everything that's touching everybody's lives. But when you come face to face with that, it becomes abnormal. You're like, no, this ain't really happening.
And that's it's funny that you talking about this because I don't know how much I would have been contain myself. I mean. But then you think about it, it's like the more you feed into what he's doing,
exactly.
you know better than what he was when he was yelling and screaming at you. You know what I mean?
I did say a sarcastic remark. He said, "Why didn't you let me know my car's right outside there?" I said, "Because you was too busy on the phone screaming." You know what I'm saying? It was kind of sarcastic. I'm saying because you're too busy on the phone screaming. How can I let you know? Because now the thing about this, when we have guests now in today's world, you know what I'm saying, coming in hotels, acting this type of way, throwing phones, you are going to get arrested.
That is
crazy.
Well,
especially what happened down in what was it? California, Los Angeles. Something happened down in Los Angeles with a guest. Las Vegas.
No. Los Angeles.
What's up?
What happened in Los Angeles?
With the guy that even killed. You know what I'm saying? In California, my brother.
That was Vegas.
Yeah, somebody he killed they killed like 54 people. So he just started spraying his gun up the window. As well as that. So when you look at that, what's happening as well? Now the guests are on alert. You should have saw one of the other ladies like she went like that as well. Like, oh my God, what's going on when he threw the phone?
Yeah, it was like.
So other guests is now participating to help him get out of there as well. Because I can't touch him. I can't put my hands on him. I can't say excuse me. Only thing I said, please, sir, can you just move over, sir? If you want to yell, let's move over here on the side. But if you keep on, so first I got you on damaging hotel property.
What's up, Thomas?
Second, I got you,
Tom.
Tom, that's my man, Tom?
That's Tom, yeah.
What's going on? Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy.
Saz, what's going on, baby?
That's crazy.
How you feel?
I understand how you,
Rebecca, what's going on?
I can understand how you, because I tend to now not, because all that stuff is stress. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stress, and if you let it inside your body, that's what make you sore, make you tired, make you not want to go to work. So you try not to have all that stress.
Exactly.
Because I'm learning that your spine controls a lot of things in your body, and if your spine is not aligned and straight, and all that soreness stuff comes from your spine.
Right.
Whether it's where you sleep, whether you're not getting enough sleep.
Something happened. Because this guy, I don't know if he's stressing me out on the outward, but maybe on the inward. Because when you think about people, saying these type of racial slurs, speaking against a property such as that, and you see, first of all, right there, that tells me his upbringing. Second of all, that tells me, his mindset. Third of all, that tells me how he feels about, anybody that's, another race than him.
Right.
As well. You can't have black people running this type of property, and why is a Hilton flag, containing this? You're throwing phones.
Well,
you're doing all this stuff that you don't even find obscene. Second of all, I do not want you on this property. I told the hell that you are not allowed to ever come back to this property as well. I told one of the agents, I said, man, that was me. I would have leaned into the phone. I would have leaned into the phone. I would like this. I'm leaning right into the phone. And that's just it. Rebecca, how you doing, love? How's everything? How you been?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I don't even have no words for this with this guy.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. I just tend to walk away when people start getting crazy. You know what I mean? I try to side with them, and then once they still just keep going, I just walk away because I already know. You know what I mean? There's no talking to them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's sad that a grown person would talk to another individual that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know.
He pushed my the first response is him push. You know, I got a little offended. He pushed my hand down like that.
That's crazy.
Like, who are you?
That's crazy.
You know, I'm the operational manager to some property. You know, I want to help you resolve your issue as well.
I would like this. I thought you touched me again.
They know how that don't care. I'm like, what's going on here? But you know, it's just stuff like that.
That's
and then
crazy.
when we find, and I said, how do we? And the moral of the story is, how do we handle people? How do we encounter people? You know what I'm saying? At this type of magnitude, when they're speaking, when they're acting, you know what I'm saying, in obscene ways, and how do we deal with it? Because we know racism is alive. We know, you know, what I'm saying? We know
hold
this
on,
is
hold
alive.
on, hold on. I
Talk
want to respond to this comment. Alicia Allen said they feel more empowered because of the individual heading our country. Unfortunately, they are coming out of the woodwork. However, we cannot give them our power.
Right.
Let them stay. Oh man, I can't see the rest of it. Let them stay. But I understand what you're saying, Alicia. But I gotta say this. It's not. This has nothing to do with the person running our country. People can blame it on what they want to blame it on. I don't believe people run that country. I just feel like people now feel like they can do whatever they want to.
But why do they feel now?
I don't know why they feel now. I think because we had Obama for 8 years. Now we have a white one here, and it's gonna be white probably for a long time again.
Okay.
So they felt like, well, we gave you what you needed and whatever you wanted. Now we're gonna show us who we really are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I believe still, if Hillary was it was president, I think they still would be doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
I think it would be my opinion. I think it would be less because let's look at it from this point of view. You know what I'm saying? You have a head. You know what I'm saying? Which he's considered a head. You know what I'm saying? Of the free world, whether we like it or not. Number 45, however you want to orchestrate that. You have a head that, you know what I'm saying? Number 45, that's orchestrating all this type of behavior.
But my thing is, how is he orchestrating this type of behavior? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's make it simple. A father and a child. As well as that, what do the child usually do? They copy after their father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If their father is orchestrating this type of behavior, then their children feel empowered. You know what I'm saying? If a leader is orchestrating this type of behavior and nothing's really being done, then, you know what I'm saying, it will be actually followed. You know what I'm saying? You can take it, you know what I'm saying, from the minute to their base. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when people say, oh, now you feel better because you got Obama in office. Or now you feel this because Obama was a black guy in president and we was black. Like, oh, you'll do this, you'll do this, you'll do this. I think it's definitely the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it hasn't always been there, but when you look at it, you know what I'm saying, now you know what I'm saying, they feel like you said you feel empowered. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying to do this, to speak and act these type of ways. I think it's always.
I think they
there.
always wanted to act this type of way.
Right,
It's just now that all this stuff that is happening in the world, they decided, you know what? Well, if everybody else gonna come out, we're gonna come out too. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
It's everything. It's like a child. It's like a young female or a young male who's went to church all day and been kept. You know what I'm saying, in church all their life, and now, you know what I'm saying, their parents always took them to church. Now, when they get of age, they always wanted to do certain things, but they, you know what I'm saying, they didn't feel they couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now their parents is out the way. Now they feel the power to do it. It's the same thing. It's all different type of levels as well. Whether it be a child, whether it be the leader of the free world, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, the leader, you know what I'm saying, of your job or your president, you know what I'm saying, a CFO. However you look at it, you know what I'm saying, what is spearheading it? That's how I'm looking at what is spearheading it.
I don't know.
As well as that.
Know.
You can't say, well, you know what?
I'm just looking at people.
Because you have to look at it's even in the conversation. You know how you in the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on, Marcel? How you feel, baby? Thank you for tuning in.
I just believe that they just, you know, because you.
Yes, he is approving this type of behavior.
I
agree with that.
There is. I mean, whether he says something or not, whether he agree with they do, whatever, you know. Everybody put everything in the hands of number 45. You know what I mean?
I don't think we put in the hands of number 45.
And everybody expected him to do something different. It's like, no, he showed you who he was before he was running for president.
Yes, he did.
Before he was doing whatever.
I agree with that.
He was just you know what I mean? But so why are we so surprised when he do what he's doing? You know what I mean? Why
I don't think it's a shock.
Why? That's what I'm saying. Why are we so angry about this man? Why people hate this man so much? You know what I mean? Because, like I said, he you know, number 45 he's crazy. He has no idea what he's doing in this White House.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
what
it's in a different way.
this is no, because he has no idea. This is what
Okay.
you know. Everybody's scared about what he's doing. You need to be scared that look at his face when he's on camera, and then every time he's giving a speech, he's reading something. You know what I mean? If you see some of the pictures they take of him, you know what I mean? He looks like he still don't understand that he is the president. You know what I mean? He's the president of the United States.
Well, even the president is always a figurehead.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's
Even the
crazy.
president, but you have to look at it from that point. Even the president is a figurehead. Even when you had Obama in the office, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, just a figurehead. You know what I'm saying? That to the end of the day. But when you have to look at it from that point of view too, as well. You know, so are we surprised of what he's doing? No, we're not surprised of what he's doing because look, you know what I'm saying, how he ran his campaign. Look, you know what I'm saying, what he said when he was running. He said Hillary, and he had people that was following him. Hillary should be put in front of a firing squad and killed. You said that about what?
And he became my everybody still voted for him to
Still
become my
voted for
president.
him. Still voted because you know why? Isn't it more of a group of people that believe the same thing to get behind that?
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
you know how people hated Hillary? They hated Hillary so much. And I always said, you can hate Hillary because she was no better than he was. But he was a little better. She was a little better.
But you
she
keep
was a
saying
little
we
better.
hated Hillary. How about
They did. I mean,
how about let's do
nobody. They didn't. I had never heard anybody say they hated Trump.
Okay.
Until after he was like the president.
But think about this. How about people saying, you know what? How about forget Hillary? Let's take Hillary out the equation. How about, you know what, Trump, I just believe in what you can do and who you are. Even though you're fucked up. But I just believe in that. People believe in some dumb shit these days.
It's crazy.
Come on, let's be for real.
That's crazy.
Come on. You talking about people that, you know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, you know, because they hated Hillary. No, people believed in his nonsense. People believed in his bullshit. People believed in all that chaotic talk he does. People believed in white America. You know what I'm saying? White, and that's what he was.
Black Americans didn't go vote.
You know what I'm saying?
For Hillary.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Y'all didn't go vote.
You
The
know what I'm
minority
saying?
didn't go vote this time.
You sure we didn't?
Some of us didn't. A lot of us didn't.
Did you?
I did.
Okay, good for you.
I was talking to a lot of people that didn't vote.
All right.
And I was just like, this is crazy. And this is on people that I know that didn't vote.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know the rest of the world. Some people that I know. I was like,
I understand that.
For me to know this many people that didn't vote is crazy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's crazy. That is
And
crazy.
it's just something to think about. You know
So
what
y'all
I'm saying?
better think about who y'all gonna vote for in 2020. That's what y'all better do right now.
Come on now.
All this hating y'all doing, y'all better get all that hate out, put some love in your body,
That's what it
and then
is.
go out there and vote for somebody
Because
good.
don't matter, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, do we defeat the purpose? If he's hating us and we hating him, how much better is it?
Right,
Is it?
right.
As well as that.
And y'all know we can impeach him. He can be
You know what I'm saying?
impeached.
Because you know what I'm saying?
So if y'all really want us out of office, y'all can impeach him. We can impeach him. You know what I mean? Congress can impeach him if they really want to. I learned that the other day.
Okay.
It don't take much to impeach the president.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? You know, and when we look at this, you know what's funny though? You know what I'm saying? Just to touch on that, when we look at, what's my man name? The football player, I forgot his name that fast. It escapes me. You know what I'm saying? The other football player who said something about the woman. He said it's funny that a woman, you know what I'm saying, when asked that type of question about, what is it? About routes. Oh my goodness, man! I forgot. You know what I'm saying? The young man, what's his name?
Raj.
And you know what I'm saying, he lost like some of his, not all, but some of his endorsements. He lost the Gatorade endorsement. Somebody else pulled back from him and stuff like that. But now they he really didn't even say that much.
But what did he say?
What I just said.
That's all he said?
That's all he said. You know what I'm saying? That's all he said.
But what does that mean? What does that mean?
He's basically, they took it and said, you know, he said, I think it's funny. A woman was asking, interviewing him. So, you know, it's funny this is coming from, basically what he's saying. It's funny a woman is asking me this question. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Basically, instead of a man.
You know what the question was?
It's basically, it's funny that a woman is asking this question
Right.
about routes. That's what he said.
Oh,
Routes,
okay,
the routes, you know
okay,
what I'm saying, as well as
okay.
that.
Okay. They took his endorsements away because of that?
Because he's, I forgot the word they used for that. Because I was like, they went in on this guy. What's his name? Somebody posted? They went in on Cam Newton. Yes, Cam Newton.
Right. That's why I did hear about this, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? This is crazy."
Yes,
said that he
exactly.
thought it was funny that a woman was asking him about
Exactly.
routes.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You got the president say he want to grope women.
That's crazy.
And as well as that, and you
That's
do this
crazy.
to Cam? He
That's
has to do a
crazy.
public apology.
That's crazy.
He has to do a public apology for that. Oh
That's
my
crazy.
goodness, man!
And he did it.
Did he? It's all over the internet.
It's just crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He has to go on public. He said, "You know what? I know because I have."
What do y'all?
daughters."
I mean,
come on.
look, I mean,
look how.
look.
But look how we.
Look.
Look how. But I feel like this. If Eli would have said the same thing, would that been the same?
No.
Precautions. That's how I feel.
No.
What if Eli would have said it?
No. So
is that Valerie? It wasn't that serious.
So I
agree with you, Valerie. It wasn't that serious, and the way the media, you know what I'm saying, projected that and the propaganda that came behind it, when I heard it, I was like, what else did he say? Did he say something that was so detrimental?
This is crazy.
As well, to me, because he's a black athlete. That's how I'm looking at it. And the NFL, you know what I'm saying, is under fire now because of this kneeling thing. Come on.
But you can fight dogs, but you can beat up your girlfriend, and you can do all that. But you can't say that to a woman. You're the NFL. Y'all funny. Y'all really funny, the NFL. And I'm still saddened that black folks is watching the NFL, actually, because y'all should not be watching the NFL. After all that's been going on, y'all should not be watching the NFL. I'm sorry. Y'all should not be doing it. I'm sorry.
But think about this, though. You know, he said that. You know what I'm saying? Cam Newton said that as well. But is it okay now? It gives it to a woman to act obscene. So I don't believe how you can say that and go off and show anger.
That's crazy.
So, no, but if it was a black woman, they would have said, "Oh, she's an angry black woman. Let's get her off here." But once it's a white person or how do you want to say Caucasian person saying this and portraying this type of act, I'm just angry and I'm just standing up for women's rights. So you're angry. You did admit that. So we use our anger to stand up. We don't use our mouth. You know what I'm saying? And what we know, but we use anger and use all this body language. But if it's a black woman, we label them, oh, she's angry black woman. It's crazy how this media portrays certain things.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
It wasn't that serious. I don't care what you say. It wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying? What Cam Newton said. I agree with that.
Okay. So I did some research.
I like college football too.
I love
college football. Sometimes it's really much more entertaining at times. I think they're gonna get hurt. I saw the guy do a flip over a certain person. I'm like, this dude out here in the Olympics right now. You flipping over people?
So I want to give people some history because there was a lot of, as you wearing your Kaepernick t-shirt today, which is great that you're wearing it. But we're gonna go back to talk about Kaepernick now. But so everybody was all upset about him not wearing not standing for the anthem, right? So this give y'all back a little bit of history that I don't even know.
I know what you're about to go for it. I think I know. I don't want to capitalize on it.
So for from high school, I know junior high school, and I guess college, they do the anthem, national anthem at these sporting events, right?
Okay.
Right. I think the NBA basketball, they do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from what they were talking about, they said that the NFL didn't start doing the national anthem until 2009. I put words on my mouth. I never said all of y'all. I said they felt more empowered. Don't get it twisted, dude. Oh, I guess she's talking to somebody. I don't know. But here we look. There's no arguments on our side. Look, there's no arguments now. Y'all better stop. We don't do that. You're arguing over stuff. We just talking now. It's all about people's opinions, and you know what I mean.
It's okay. Voice your opinion.
Everybody get to voice their opinion.
Nobody
get to make nobody mad and all that.
What you got to say, lovely? Speak out.
But
Alicia.
So this whole national anthem, this anthem thing is a scam. This is not a part of football. This was invented in 2009 from the government paying the NFL to market military recruitment to get more people to go off and fight wars to die. Thinking nothing to do with the NFL or American pastime or tradition. This is to get boys and girls to fly overseas and kill people. They are pumping millions and millions of dollars to get us to put down a pageant in front of the NFL games to get you to go out and fight. So this is what Jesse Williams said, the actor from what's the name?
Yes.
So everybody was talking, this flag thing about people disrespecting the flag and the military. I don't understand that people really understand the history of people in this country and how you're gonna be mad at this black man for not standing up for the flag for something that he believes in and he's protesting, you know what I mean? But at the same time, those same people that you're talking about he disrespecting, like the military and all that, y'all didn't even want, back in the Tuskegee Airmen had a 100-year anniversary yesterday.
Right.
I think it was, or 80-year anniversary.
They didn't want black people to fight no more.
And you know what I mean? But then when we came back home, we were treated like the same people that we were before we left for there. left there, and then y'all talking about how we respected the flag. Y'all respected everything but the flag. I mean, only that the flag stands for is only when minorities disrespected. You know what I mean? That's the only time this flag thing becomes something.
Exactly.
Other than that, it's not even talked about. It's not even thought of, because white folks respect the flag every day.
Right.
You can go to a college campus right now and see somebody out there burning some car with some American flag being burnt up too or wrapped up in it. So don't tell me about disrespecting the flag and how we disrespect the flag or how people disrespect the flag, because people do it every day.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So let's just get this right and out there, because y'all don't think people want to talk about the real issues. Y'all just all y'all want to do is get angry and talk and let the media feed y'all this crap.
And that's what happens.
But rather do some research and look into stuff and actually do some work and stop being lazy. You want to go off and just be ranting and complaining about stuff, but you ain't doing nothing. So this is why we have this show. People like you to join us so that we can start doing something. I mean, actually really doing something in this world to change it. Because as long as we sit up here talking about it, yeah, we do this every week, but I also go out in the world and try to change stuff and try to change people's thoughts and feelings, or listen what people is talking about. Because that's the only way this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? I was talking to this guy the other day, and me and this guy always had talk. He's a Trump support. He's a number 45 supporter, and we have these deep conversations. Me and a couple other guys.
Thank you for joining.
And I'm realizing that this guy is a racist. You know what I mean? And it's sad that it took me this long to realize it, because every time we talk about, you know what he said to me. This took me off the cliff right here. And if I wasn't at work, I probably would have strangled this.
He said what he said. Tell me.
He says to me, so I say to him, we were talking about the Las Vegas shooting, how this man shot up all these people, and then people are now wondering why he did it and all this. Nobody need to wonder how he did it. He just went up there and did what he was going to do and then killed himself, okay? That's all you need to know. Wondering why he did it and if his wife was, it's crazy non-attention stuff that y'all need to be worried about. You need to worry about is the 50 people that were shot or 56 people that were killed and the 5 people that were injured, and how they're going to get their life back after what just happened to them.
They've just been traumatized.
You know what I mean? So let's get that right.
You speaking now.
Now I forgot where my point was going. Oh, so this guy, we were talking, and I said, how this man, I said, we need to start having some gun laws in America about these semi-automatic weapons, because this is the only way this is going to stop. Because once you stop selling them, this won't happen. Because ain't nobody going to be shooting on 9mm with no 16 bullets in it and clip it, because they won't have time to do all that. These semi-automatic weapons kill people in seconds. That's why and this was happening, 7 to 10 minutes this happened? He killed 50-some people and injured 500 in that amount of time. You know what I mean? Shooting randomly. I mean, now imagine if he was shooting with a scope and shooting people, you know what I mean? Deadly shots, you know what I mean?
Right.
At this, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it'd be 500 and some people dead rather than the 50-something. But he said to me, you know what he said to me?
Tell me.
They need to have gun laws in Chicago because black folks killing black folks in Chicago.
What?
That's what he said to me.
You know what we're talking about right now, right?
That's what
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This took everything in my power not to choke him out. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna put my hands on nobody. It's not who I am. But in my brain,
you looked at it. You just looked at it. The whole conversation just stopped. You were like this.
And I said to him, why every time we talk about something, I say something about some white dude doing something bad, you always come back, well, how? Because the last time he did it, he said how bad it is in Detroit, Chicago. You know what I mean? How Barack was president, he did nothing for all this killing. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is what this is what a racist want to say to you after you say to him, we need to stop these killings, these mass killings with these people. And you know what I mean? And it's mostly white people doing it. You know what I mean? The only person we had doing it was people those two guys, and they were snipers. They called them snipers. But the two people from DC, the son and the
son and the father.
Yeah.
Okay, in the van. I remember that.
So. You got to get rid of these semi-automatics. You know what I mean? This is what you got to do. You can have your hunting rifles, your 2-shot pump guns, and all that, whatever. But the NRA, they need to. Somebody got to do something, because it's gonna be worse. Every time it's gonna be worse. And y'all gonna sit up in here and try to ask questions why this person did it.
I think you said it clearly. That's the wrong question.
It's just the wrong question.
It's the wrong question.
It's the wrong question. Why you know why they did it? You know why they did it? Because like I told somebody the other day, I'm a half a second from going crazy. All it takes is a half a second for me to not care about my life and who I care about in my life and who cares about me. All it takes is a half a second for me not to care. And I'll be just as crazy as that guy shooting out there in that thing. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Because all it takes is a half a second of you thinking, I'm crazy and I'm going to do this. Because once you got that in your head and you plan that out, it's done.
So
I mean, because that's what he did.
I guess you answered the guy's question.
That's what, no. I'm just saying. Maybe I did.
You kind of answered it. You know
I'm trying. I mean,
but I think the key thing is, you know what I'm saying, I think we focus, and that's the rubbish. That's the minute part. We focus too much, you know what I'm saying, of why he did it, trying to get in there, like you just said, why he did it, trying to get in the head of the gunman and try to find out where the guns came from. At the end of the day, the moral of the story, the topic about the 50 people that died, you know what I'm saying, about their family, somebody lost a father, mother, you know what I'm saying, a brother, a sister, uncle, whoever they might have lost. Let's, you know what I'm saying, let's worry about this. Let's spend more time, you know what I'm saying, helping, you know what I'm saying, these people over here. These people are injured, these people are traumatized, these people need counseling. There's so much that has been going around. They went for a concert and they didn't expect to get sniped. They went out, you know what I'm saying, that even one of my general manager that was there, his cousin was there.
Wow.
He said he was in the store hiding in some basement for 7 hours because you know it's a 3 hour differential time there.
You didn't even know that this black kid that was working in the bar across the street or in near where this was happening, he was going to say he saved 30 people. Saved 30 people? 20, 30 people. It was crazy. That was crazy. But But you didn't even see. I saw some pictures the other day of this guy's room.
Who's room?
The guy that
Sniper?
shot this. Yeah, the guy that killed this. Yeah, I don't even know his name. I don't even want to know his name.
But you see how they dressed it up in the media.
But let me tell you, he had guns within maybe 2 or 3 feet of each other, all around the room. It was so crazy. I'm like, but how did he get this stuff in this hotel and nobody said nothing? Like how he didn't have no housekeeping. He had no housekeeping. You know what I mean? Because if he had housekeeping, somebody had to see something. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now.
There's so many things we could have said.
Crazy.
You know, the bad thing is, you know what I'm saying, we're so reactive instead of proactive. And I think, you know what I'm saying, it's sad for this to be alarmed that we have to be more proactive. Because, yeah, we could be reactive, you know what I'm saying, but by us being reactive, 55 people died. What would have happened if we'd been proactive? We have another chance now. But how many more chances do we need at the end of the day? Do we need another 75 people to die?
Y'all gotta start saying, y'all seen something, y'all gotta start saying something.
Do we need somebody to go to do we need people to start going to the schools? As well as that, you know what I'm saying, blowing up schools. Gunmen's going to the schools at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? When we look at that from that point of view. People, you know what I'm saying, sniping up the movie theater when Batman came out.
It's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Now we got something, you know what I'm saying, here in Little Fake. People, you know what I'm saying, at the concert. How much more does it take? How much, you know what I'm saying, security can you have?
Well, y'all gonna
at
start,
the end of the
you're
day?
not gonna be going nowhere soon.
Because you have,
y'all keep that.
but if you keep looking at it, you know what I'm saying. But the moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying, you're really not, you know what I'm saying, never know we're safe.
No, you're not safe. You're not safe.
You know what I'm saying?
People always ask me at the hotel, "Are you safe?
Like,
am I safe in New York?" I'm like, you know, you're just as safe as you're gonna be anywhere else.
You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent.
To
a certain extent.
I'm just saying.
But you look, these people were just at a concert. At the end of the day, people was in a movie theater. You had children in school. Come on. What
crazy.
more does it take?
Yeah, what more does it take for us to actually really do something?
These things, you know what I'm saying, are happening, and they're happening rapidly at a rapid pace.
Because I really want to know how many people actually really care, how many people want these laws to change. Because, I mean, are we really standing up for this? You know what I mean? Why we ain't marching? Why we ain't do a protest for this? You know what I mean? Let's go out on the street and let's put this out in the world, because this got to change. Because it's going to be another one. You know what I mean? It's going to be another one.
God forbid.
God forbid. I'm sorry. You know, I don't want to hate to put words out like that, but it's going to be another one. And y'all just, you know, it's going to be another one of those things. It's like you're wondering why he did it or what happened. You know what I mean?
And then we're dressing up. He was
crazy.
sick.
It's crazy.
He had mental problems. You know, no, he's a terrorist. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He's actually what the word says.
That's it.
You know, his mother or his father's coming to speak for him.
You know what I mean? He planned this out.
At the end of the day, how do we dress?
How do you get a window? How do you get a window out of the hotel? Like cut the window out of the hotel. How did you? What tools did you have to use to get that? And you brought it into the hotel. It's crazy. This is the question that I wonder about. Forget why he did what he did. I wonder, how did he get all this stuff up in his hotel and nobody asked no questions? That's what I'm wondering.
But think about this.
You know what I mean? Y'all want to wonder why he did it.
If you walked in the hotel with 4 bags, you think I would ask you questions?
Let me tell you something.
No, tell me.
I work in one. Okay?
I don't.
I'm the guy,
I'm sorry. I don't.
I'm the guy getting
I don't work in a hotel.
I'm the guy getting your luggage out of the car, and I'm the one bringing it up to your room. Let me tell you, you come to my hotel with 20 bags, I'm asking every question I can ask.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we conversate, I'm being nice and everything, and I'm making sure everything is cool with you.
Understand.
But you show me the slightest bit of craziness, I'm calling the police.
Okay.
I'm sorry, maybe searching for nothing, but I'm calling somebody. Somebody gonna know. I'm telling you, because I'm not dying on nobody else's dime, and I ain't letting nobody else die on my dime either. If I can can help it. No.
I don't believe you're gonna question the guy though.
I'm gonna question him. I've done it.
Okay.
I've done it.
See, the guy walks in the hotel with 5 bags. Hey, why you got 5 bags?
5 cases. I've seen people coming in with cases of stuff that like movie stuff, and I gotta ask, what is this? What y'all doing? Oh, we're shooting a movie. You know what I mean? I'm dead serious.
Hey, what are you doing with the bag?
You know what I mean? I'm not asking like like I'm being nosy. I'm asking
No,
because
you aren't being nosy.
I'm not.
It's in a secure case where you can't see Superman.
My life is in jeopardy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that when you can see through land. Hey, guy, why do you have 4 bags and you stay in for 5 nights? What? You know what I'm saying?
Where you going after this?
I'm
y'all going somewhere else? Is the whole family? Okay, cool.
Can I come?
Cool, all right. I'm just saying you gotta ask the right questions.
I'm telling you, man. We're gonna put him on stand-up comedian show or something. I don't know what's going on here, man. Woo! Denise, what's going on, lovely? How you feel, man? Happy birthday, Libra Nation.
Because I think we're gonna get to the point where we're gonna be afraid to go anywhere.
Like a friend said, what she said?
That's like a friend said. He go buy a taser. They're interrogating him, but this guy go buy all these guns and ammunition and no question asked. True that.
That's very true.
That is true. I never thought about that.
You know.
Go ahead on, Valerie.
Valerie, you going in today, girl.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah.
Valerie Quinn. Get him, girl.
That's crazy. You're right about that, but I never even thought about that. But yes. I can,
I don't know.
Down in the South, you can go right into Walmart and buy guns. You know what I mean?
Forget the South, you go to PA.
You might go buy a semi-automatic.
In PA, you go get a shotgun.
It's crazy.
It's $300. I saw it. I was like, oh my God.
It's crazy. And then y'all gonna change these gun laws now. Somebody gonna change them. Somebody gotta change them.
It's too much money. It's too much, economic wealth.
Well, so let's ask this question. And you talking about money. Will we care about lives or money?
You want the real story? Is that a dumb question? So you asking dumb questions too now. You acting like that man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. You asking a dumb question too right now. You asking me. Okay. All right.
I had to ask the question.
Do we care about lives or money?
I had to ask.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to ask.
I mean, morally, we want to say lives. Morally, we would like to say lives. But listen to the language. Morally, we would like to say lives. At the end of the day, it's all about money. It's about like they said, the OJ said it best. The almighty dollar. Is what you know about the OJs?
No.
I know.
The OJs, the song, the group. Oh yeah, I know about the OJs. Come on now.
Stop it! You know what I'm saying?
I used to play that all the time.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't know about the OJs. You're too young for that, young man.
So I do want to talk about.
What you want to talk about?
I heard this quote yesterday. I think this is great. This is the greatest quote of the year.
Greatest quote of the year? It's a big statement.
Because this is what we talk about on our show all the
right,
time
listen,
too.
let me hear that quote.
We always talk about helping people.
You like my shirt though? Is my shirt banging? It's really nice though, right?
That's why we maybe talk about it. Yeah,
shirt is really nice. You like that?
Good stuff.
Okay.
You did it. You're winning.
I'm winning?
Yeah.
All the time, baby.
So there was this quote that I heard. I was watching The Voice.
Beckham, what's going on?
And this girl, she was the last contestant yesterday, I think it was, and she was like 20-some years old, and she says...
Ty, I can't believe you said no.
I'm just kidding.
About what?
About when you said money or people. Wait, no, about what?
About what? About the OJs. He didn't know about the OJs.
Yeah, I know about the OJs.
I don't think he know about the OJs. Come on now.
So she says in her little biography, she's trying to teach her son. Her son is like a baby. He's like 4 years old, 2, 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
And she was like, either you win or you learn, but you never lose.
I like that.
It caught me.
Whoa, I love that.
It stopped me in my tracks, and I was like, because people always say you never fail. No, my GM said to me this morning, if you fail better, but fail better the next time. You know what I mean? Wait, fail better.
Fail better the next time.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
This was either you win or learn. You never lose.
I agree with that.
It's crazy. I think people, I think we as people, when we fail, when we lose, we feel like we lost something.
But you learned.
But there's always something there for you to learn.
That's right.
For the next journey, for the next road. Because there's
yes.
Thanks, Mario, for coming in. There's always
Mario, what's up?
There's always there are many roads in this
journey.
This journey you're on. You know what I mean? And yeah, you might be on one road somewhere, and then you might have to take a left or a U-turn or take a right. You know what I mean? You might have to go up the hill. You might have to go down the hill fast. However you have to do it. But you know, you never lose. That's the one thing you don't do. And as long as you don't feel that way, then you'll be able to get back up and do it all over again and try harder. You know what I mean? Because sometimes all you gotta do is try harder. You know what I mean? I didn't try hard enough this time. You may say to yourself, well, let me try harder the next time. You know what I mean? And
try a different way.
Or try a different way.
Just try a different way.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna try harder at the same thing.
Because I think that we always, you know, we get down on ourselves sometimes when we fail.
We do.
You know what I mean? And I think that's...
Because, you know, I think the reason why we get down on ourselves because we want to believe that we have the answers and we want to know every step is ordered as well. And you have to believe, you know what I'm saying, life is, you know what I'm saying, when we look at life, life is about discovering as well. You're going to start discovering, you know what I'm saying, new adventures, new ideas, new beginnings. You'll always in life begin again as well. You're going to have many beginners, you know what I'm saying, as well. And when you look at that from that perfect example, you have to live life.
What's going on, Mario?
You can't live life always knowing, you know what I'm saying, walking safe at the end of the day. You have to live life through experience, and you have to live life discovering life at the end of the day. And that's the main thing. We use scriptures, we use everything. Order my steps in your word. God is ordering my steps. But that's the scripture said, but that's not actually what it meant as well. Because when you look at the word order, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew term, it means sama. And the sama actually means, you know what I'm saying, it means actually be protected or be sustained. So when you look at that scripture, it means, Lord, sustain my steps. You know what I'm saying? Through your word. So when you look at, you know what I'm saying, when he says, Lord, sustain my steps, as you're walking, he is sustaining your steps and walking, you know what I'm saying, with you at the end of the day. So you have to look at that from that perfect example.
That's true.
That's true, right?
No,
that's right. Totally, give me some of that there.
That's a good one.
Come on now, Big Daddy.
Well, no, that's true. I mean, I always say that too. You know, you gotta, you know, you learn from what, you know, learn from what you did. You know, you look at the whole situation. What did I do wrong this time? And you look at all the right stuff you did, look at all the wrong stuff, and okay, now I gotta get back to the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? And the failures. You know what I mean? Because that's all it is. You know what I mean? Not failures, but you lose, and you just get back up and win.
I love this.
You're gonna win. You're gonna always.
What is it?
Either you win or
either you win or learn. You never lose. And I have to look at that. I was talking about discovery. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the things, you know what I'm saying, just being in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? I never would have thought where it was be at this time from last year. It just came.
Thanks, Valerie.
And like blindsided me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know love will sneak up on you and blindside you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Be like Kerry Hilson or something. Knocks me right off my feet. At the end of the day, you have to look at it from that point of view. Love will blindside you. Go ahead. Thank you, Mom. I see you.
I mean, you gotta keep pushing. Because you got, you know, people. You think everybody that made something themselves today or is somebody today didn't fail before they made it where they were going? I mean, we lose, you know, in life all the time. But you know, like I said, you gotta feel like you gotta win.
That's right.
You always gotta feel like you're a winner. You know what I mean? And sometimes those losing makes you better because you learn something, and as long as you're learning something, you're getting better.
That's right. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn something.
You gotta learn something. You gotta learn something every day.
We hope so.
That's what I always say. You gotta learn something every day.
We hope so.
I learned somebody told me something that said, so this is what I learned new today, and I can't remember what I always like to remember the things I learned every day. I hear that. Because you teach too. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about you. You know, you could teach them, but sometimes the teacher got to go back to school. At the end of the day, you know, you could teach, you could preach, you could do all the things, but sometimes it's time to sit down and be still. Because sometimes the teacher got to go back to school and understand, you know what I'm saying, new things. How can I teach, you know what I'm saying, new things, you know what I'm saying, if I haven't learned nothing new? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I only can teach them my past experience and what I'm going through. But at this day and age, you know what I'm saying, whatever you was going through might be for this time. We live in a whole different era, a whole different, you know what I'm saying, beginning. Yes, it is, Mario.
So we have to teach something new.
Our broadcast is international. Holla.
This broadcast is international? All right.
Like that.
We like that.
But no, that's true. That's true.
We reaching people in New Zealand. That's right.
You know, I was thinking the other day, you know, we sit up here and we talk and we try to tell people, you know what I mean? I think we need to start showing people how to do stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's like...
Remember that comment? That was what our 11th episode.
Talking about, right.
11th episode.
Showing people how, you know what I mean? So if you're one of those people that is down or you need some advice or you need to talk to somebody, you know, we got an hour show. You know, ask the questions. We can help you.
I'm gonna throw the hook. I need you to bite it.
We can help you. Try to show you how share information on how to do stuff or what you might want to do. You know what I mean? Or how to contact people that that are watching, that you may live in your city or state, that can help you. You know what I mean? Because it's all about helping and teaching people and learning. You know what I mean? Because as you're teaching, you're also learning at the same time too, and that's the one thing people don't like to forget. Is that even though you're teaching somebody something, you're also learning because they might say something to you
That's right.
that you didn't know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's your learning for the day. You know,
I agree
all
with
that
that.
teaching you were doing. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean, that's why I always say it's always good to be a good listener at the same time. Because you know, as you do training, I do training.
That's
you know what I mean, and people surprise you every now and then. You're like,
do.
what
You
you
know, I
just
got
say?
surprised.
And I told the kid, I said, man, you doing it? Yeah, that was awesome what you just did, man. That was amazing. You know what I mean? Because you didn't expect it. You know what I mean? It's always
Blindsided
good.
you.
That's what. And this one girl, I put a thought of the day. We have
Amy
Acock.
Amy Acock. Well, welcome, Amy Acock. Pleasure to have you.
We have this dessert bar beside next door to me, and we have to give them the list to the hotel for the guests, and just in case they order stuff from there. And I put a quote every day on the date because they get one. I give it to them.
Give them a quote. What's the quote for the day?
The quote was the day either you win or learn, but you never lose.
I love that.
Was the quote
That's an
today.
amazing quote.
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was.
I gotta Instagram that, Facebook.
That was
Either you
something.
win, you know what I'm saying, or learn, but you never lose.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's profound.
It was great. It was crazy. And it stopped. Like when I heard what she said, I had to rewind. I was like, this is some powerful stuff.
You know, because a word could change your life.
Yeah, because I can push through anything now.
Come on,
You know what I
now.
mean?
Say it again.
I can do anything now.
All right, you can
know
do
what I mean?
anything?
I'm running for president in 2020. Y'all gonna vote for me?
Okay, get him.
It's gonna be a party in the White House.
Oh my goodness! You do want to attend this guy's
What are
party?
you talking about? 1 million man march, 1 million party watch.
So some 1 million party watch.
Everybody coming on. We're
They
gonna
gonna be like,
throw
what?
down on the lawn. What?
My goodness!
I'm telling you.
You're like the black people are went crazy. They don't painted the White House black. You know? Oh my God! What does it say?
That was 6 degrees. You know, that's the funny thing. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie.
I never saw that.
6
That's what
Degrees
they said?
Separation with Will Smith, and I forget the family that was, or the actor and
I never
actress.
saw it.
It was a great movie, and I always say that we are just 6 degrees of separation from each other. I mean, and if you ever get a chance to watch this movie,
It's a good movie?
please watch it. Yeah, it open your eyes to see how similar and how alike we all are. Is the idea that all living 6 degrees of separation is the idea that all living things and everything else in the world are 6 or fewer steps away from each other, so that a chain of a friend statements can be. I can't read the rest of it.
I can't read the rest of it. There you go.
No. But yeah. So if you watch this movie, because it'll help you. It'll open up your mind to see how much we are similar or how much we are alike, and then maybe we can stop all this hate and this, because even though what this guy did to them, the mom and dad did not hate this kid for doing what he did. You know what I mean? They just kind of felt sorry for him, and I guess, I mean, that's a little better than hating him. So what he did was
6 degrees separation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you a little rundown of it, but it won't really justify when you watch the movie and see what I'm talking about. So what he did was he kind of faked this rich white family on the Upper East Side of New York City. He kind of faked that he went to college with his son, and all this stuff, and try to get money from them. Or
I saw that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees of separation.
And Will Smith was running out the living room because he was.
because they found out who he was.
No. Because he had somebody over. He had a guy over some stuff.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Yes.
But that was one of the things that from that point on I saw when I was like probably 20-something years old.
Yeah, that's an old movie. You know what I'm saying?
My
Like
eyes
this.
to people and
he
how
ran out the living room.
Yeah,
I was like,
I forget
what's
the
going on
whole
with this
thing
guy?
because I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I think if we all watched that movie, we might be able to sit down and start really talking about stuff and getting through some of the stuff that we go through in life, or that's going on in this world. Because it kind of saddens me. You know what I mean? Even though I get up with a smile on my face, it kind of saddens me things that's going on around this world.
Right, it
and things
does.
that way people are treating each
That's
other.
right. I agree with
and
that
how we
100%.
talk to each other.
How we talk to each
and
other.
I think that
Words are powerful.
It's powerful. But I think it starts in your everyday life, though. You know what I mean? We try and do something big, but it starts every day. You know what I mean?
Elaborate.
Instead of just trying to jump out there and do something, start little. I mean, say hello to your neighbor when you see him in the hallway.
All right.
I mean, good morning, how are you?
Come on now.
I mean, when you're on the train, you see somebody every day, how are you this morning?
I like that.
What you gonna do today?
Stop doing what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Who's your neighbor?
Yeah, when you
Who's your neighbor?
Yeah, you're my neighbor.
Who's
when
your
you're
neighbor,
standing in
brother?
line.
Come on, you had the right answer. You was going somewhere. Who's your neighbor?
Me.
The person you see every day.
This person I see every day.
The person you see, the person that's across the street from you.
Right, every
the
day.
person that's on the
You
train.
just gotta
That's
say
your
hello,
neighbor.
good morning, you know what I mean?
Come on.
And stop, putting our heads in these phones and not looking at each other and not talking to each other, because that's how we're gonna make this better. You know what I mean? It's just about the small things first. People that you see every day, people you go to work with every day. How's your life going? Now I'm not talking. Now when they start complaining about stuff, we talk about the good stuff in your life. You know what I mean? Talk about what's going on.
Everybody can complain.
I mean, because we can all talk about the bad stuff in our life, and the bad stuff. You know what I mean? Unless you're changing it, what's the point of talking about it? I mean, because you're changing to be better. You're changing to do good stuff. So let's talk about the good stuff. Yeah, your child did this. You know what I mean? You went to here yesterday. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing. That's fine too. You can say you do nothing too.
Yeah, I mean, you can't vent every day.
No, you don't have to vent every day. I'm just saying.
God,
you know what I mean? Hey, nothing is going on today. How's your day? What's going on in your life? You know what I mean? What's going on? Because that's the most. I guess I get more joy to hear my guests come in and talk about their kids and their, you know what I mean, their family, what they're gonna do that weekend, you know what I mean, rather than me talking about what I'm doing.
And you know what the thing about it is, Todd, I'm saying definitely the type of work you do, or even just the person who you are. Let's put it that way. The person who you are as well, with the charismatic attitude and the charismatic character. You know what I'm saying? You're touching and changing more lives than you know, as well as that. The people may never tell you or may never admit it, but at the end of the day, you done touched somebody's life as well. Maybe just coming in, I'm saying, with your bow tie every day, smiling and character, and your glasses, your character, your whole persona.
It's funny you say that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
because
funny.
that people remember that.
Some lady did that to me the other day.
And that's what somebody told me.
I smiled at her and said good morning to her, and she was going somewhere, and she smiled back. And I guess, I don't know where she was going, maybe to an interview, or maybe she was going to run an errand or something, but she came back. And she said, you saying hello to me, smiling at me, made my day today.
Exactly.
And I thank you for that. And I
exactly.
said, that's
imagine how many people days you have made.
That's what I try to do every day.
And that's the thing about it. You may never get the thank you, but it's well deserved.
Funny you say that. That is so
because
funny.
that's one of my workers said. She said, Calvin, you made me happy today. She said, you're rubbing off on me.
But I
said, I hope so.
And the thing is,
you complain a lot.
And we don't need to hear, it's nice to hear it, but we don't need to hear it you don't need to hear it every day.
No, I want to hear
it. It's nice that the lady stopped and came back and said, but I don't, this is what I strive to do every day, and I'm so happy that I can touch your life and make your day better, and it gives nothing but joy to do that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? And I'm glad she came back that day, because it is nice to hear it, but I don't need to hear it.
We do need the affirmation.
Even though I'm doing it, doesn't mean that I'm doing it for affirmation. I'm doing it because this is in my heart to do it, because it makes you feel better. You know what I mean? And that's why I think we need to stop being selfish.
Here you go. Now you're saying
and stop being selfish and stop being respectful and respecting each other. Because I think once we stop doing those two things, we might even be able to change some things. You know what I mean? Because then you'll start opening up and talking to people, and then you might be able, somebody be able to help you or be able to teach you something. You know what I mean? Or make you change something. It's I just don't think that we're talking to people. We're talking to each other anymore. You know what I mean? That's where I think we lost it. And I reposted. Somebody said that the other day. Post something on my Facebook, and I reposted it, and she was, but it was talking about how we forgot how to talk to each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We just don't even look at we don't even look at each other. I mean, if I can tell you how many people I see walking down the street on their, the millions of people I see on their phones, not even looking at where they're going. Like they care about what's on that phone, than they care about actually what's going on in front of them. You know what I mean? Because that's when you miss stuff, when you don't think. Look at what's in front of you.
Exactly.
Because if you look at what's in front of you, you get everything that's coming at you. You know what I mean? Rather than looking at your phone, because you can do that when you're home and doing nothing. If you want to sit in your house on your couch or watch TV and sit on your phone and do that. But when you're out in the rest of the world, experience the world while you're out there. You know what I mean? Because we only got a short amount of time on this earth. You know what I mean? It seems like a long time, but when you really look at it, it's actually a short amount of time.
Because we as humans, we in need of humanity.
We
and
are.
That's the thing about it, And
that's what I think
humans
we're missing.
are in need of humanity, because we have lost it somewhere down the line. And what has we lost? Of how to love, how to be touched, of how to caress, how to interact, how to be intimate with one another. And being intimate, I'm not talking from a sexual standpoint.
No.
I'm talking about getting to see inside of you, and
getting those chilly, getting those letting your hair raise on your body when you're talking to somebody about something that is good, or you make that you guys
But we have lost that. Why have we lost it? And also, we don't have to say why we have lost it, but let's talk about getting it back. Let's talk
That's
about
about how we lost. How we lost it was people just stopped talking to each other.
Yeah.
Because they figured that, you know, World Star Hip Hop or Instagram or Facebook is more important than the actual experience. So like I say, when you're out in the world, you should be experiencing it. Now, when you're at home or when you're sitting in the park somewhere, you're by yourself, then you should go through those things. But when you're at work or when you're trying, you know what I mean, the things should not be what's on your phone or who's texting you. Because like I said, you know what I mean. There are days nobody texts me. I'm like, really?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, that, you know, but I like it. I like it. You know what I mean? Because that's not my life. You know what I mean? My phone is not my life. But if we need to have a conversation, I mean, that's fine. You know what I mean?
That's good. I agree with you, pal.
I'm not talking on the phone. I'm going to tell you that right now. We ain't no conversation. I can't stand talking on the phone.
As well, you know. I'm so old-fashioned, you know. I believe in old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
As well, I believe taking long walks, being intimate. I believe holding hands. I believe, you know, just stuff like that. You know, picnics and just doing that, you know, just doing that. I think that's impressive. I think it's impressive when you can sit down and have a conversation, you know, saying with a woman, you know, that. I mean, that's, you know, I'm not gonna say on your level, but that can see inside you and you can see inside her at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's nothing more, you know, I'm saying, attractive. It's nothing more appealing than a person, you know, I'm saying, that you can have, you know, I'm saying, be relatable to. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And I think that's, you know what I'm saying, where it should be at. I mean, come on. We do too much.
That's true.
But it's just a bunch of nonsense.
It's a bunch of nonsense.
I like pictures. I like holding hands. I like walking and stuff like that. Them things are attractive. We have lost that. You know what I'm saying? We have lost that so much.
Totally. How many people that mean?
Whoa, you know what I'm saying? That joint done lit up. Look at that joint done lit. Whoa, that joint lit up. You know what I'm saying? I got my baby watching too. Gang, girl. You know I'm talking about you.
But yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean,
you got the screen that lit up for like 35 hearts.
It's funny. It's funny because, you know, when I go out to dinner and people, you know, restaurants and people have their phone on the table and like they're going, and I'm like, there's no way I'm sitting, nobody's in the table with your phone on. And I was somewhere a couple of weeks ago having dinner a couple of weeks ago and somebody was on the phone and I was like, are you kidding me?
Look,
and
before
we got there, we were all talking, no phone, no nothing. That person was being the head of the conversation, and then we got to dinner, and it was all into the phone. And I was like, well, how the hell is this going down? How the hell are you going? I'm sorry, I did. But how the hell are you going to? You know, people tend to pay attention to what they want to pay attention to and talk to when they want to talk and then not pay attention when they don't want to talk. You know what I mean? And I think that's just disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because as long as you're not interested, somebody else may have something good to say that you might get a message to rather than you just sitting around talking, you know, thinking that you're the only one that has something important to say. You know what I mean? Because like always, I said this
that
before.
That page is lighting up over there, man. That's like the 4th of July on your page right now.
All I can say is, people, in order to be a good talker, you got to be a good listener.
Your page is like the 4th of July with Watermark's gang, girl.
You never know where you can be to. You can be taught something. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But yeah.
So you blushing? What's going on over here?
I don't know.
Yo, what is going on over here?
Just says liking what I'm saying.
I don't know, sir. You blushing? Look at you blushing.
Yeah, hold
on.
That's crazy.
Alicia Allen. Oh, okay. Whoa. Your page is lighting up like the 4th of July.
Yes. But people, we got to start talking to each other. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to do. This is talk to tomorrow morning. Talk to your neighbor. Good morning. How you doing? I know in the South we do that anyway. That's just how. That's what we do. That's how we live. But most people, you know that. But yeah. But I mean, do it to your neighbors now. You know what I mean? Like, good morning. How you doing? How's your day going? What you doing today? You know what I mean? Going out of town? You gonna hang out today? You know what I mean? Because that's what, you know. People like talk about what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? So be part of that because you can go on that adventure with them. You know what I mean? You can't go with them, but you go on that adventure. You know what I mean?
So what you gonna do this weekend, Ty?
This weekend, I may go to brunch with my old neighbors, the husband and wife that I know.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah, or dinner Saturday.
Sounds good.
Unless I go up to the river, because my friend pinched a nerve in his fucking spine, and he had an MRI today, and I was like, that's crazy, and his leg is numb, and I was like, that's crazy.
You see my neck still hurting?
I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, I may drive. If he decides to want to go, I may drive him up. But it depends.
Sounds good.
But yeah.
Wow, look at that.
But you know, we got to.
Who is this lady, Ty? Who is this lady right right here. Jesus Christ.
Why is that affecting you right now? Is the question. You see this
You know what
crowd?
I'm saying?
Why can't I just get the love? Why can't I just get the love? And,
There's nothing wrong with the love.
And
I love
everybody
the
else
love.
to know who why you gonna know who she is.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you
Yeah, now you laughing. Now she laughing.
You hear this? You hear this?
She put like 45
That's
hearts
crazy.
up at
That's
one
crazy.
time.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ. And you blushing?
But
you know what I'm saying? Let me fan you a little bit, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's just,
okay,
that's
baby.
crazy.
I got a little something coming
That's
up there. Lord have mercy. Lord have
You feel
mercy.
better now? You feel better? You feel better now?
No, not really.
Let me give you one.
Give me a heart. Look at you. You blushing like this? Like, all right, cupcake. You blushing? Lord have mercy. Valerie Quinn.
I went to high school together.
All right. Y'all went to high school together?
Yeah, we graduated together.
Oh, y'all graduated together. Oh, okay.
But yeah.
All right, baby.
My
That's
boy,
right.
Mario is crazy.
Lord have mercy.
But
look at Miss LaToya
I
Collins
think
over there.
so. Back to so we're gonna end the show now. We got another about 5 minutes. So back to next week. We're gonna be shooting Thursday because we just on Wednesday this night because we have tomorrow is something has something to do. But
I'm gonna pick my lady up.
gonna pick his lady up, Latoya.
At the airport.
What's up, Latoya?
You know what I'm saying?
How you doing? You coming to town tomorrow? I hope I get to see you, get a drink, hang out. But anyway, so next Thursday, Calvin, Amazing Cal, Really Amazing Cal will be live streaming on Facebook. So if you're my friend, find out how you can be friends with him.
My page is open.
I'm also gonna be on live Facebook.
Just send me a friend link. I have no problem with it.
You can also find us on live Facebook now. On Facebook, searching live TV, parentheses, reality sucks, parentheses, episode. This is our 14th episode. We have 14 episodes.
14 episodes.
Thank you guys, like I said, for supporting us and coming out and watching. So, the last part of this show is going to be, before I say goodbye, is going to be...
You know what I always wondered?
What?
I always wondered, how do you tie these bow ties
So
well?
this
I tie a bow tie, but my arms be...
This is going to be the last
Burning.
few minutes of the episode before we say goodbye. I'm going to teach you guys how to tie a bow tie. I always get to ask this question because sometimes I don't like to wear them out. I like to wear them out like this. As you see my pictures on Facebook or Instagram. So I always get the question asked, how to tie my bow tie. So I'm going to show you guys how to tie the bow tie. I think I need to sit up a little bit. Here we go.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
Right.
I'm not sitting on his lap.
okay, you definitely sit on my lap, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
So here we go. So take your bow tie. They tell you to have it one short and the other. I like to have it just even. All right. Now you're gonna take your right one and you're gonna put it over the left one. Okay. So now you have this. Right over left. Right. You're gonna take your left and slide it under and pull it through. And now it's gonna look like an X. Right. There you go.
Voila.
So now you're gonna make your first bow. Okay, you're gonna leave this up so that. Oh, let me make sure I have it tight. Okay, there we go.
You got it tight?
Yes, good. So make sure you have this up so that's out of your way. Now you're gonna make your first bow. You see how I take this and you bring it up and you fold it. And now you have your first bow. Make sure you keep your hand back there because this is more important because this is your knot also too, okay? So you're gonna take that and hold it. You're gonna bring this over top of it, right? And keep where your finger is, where the thumb is, you're gonna keep that, and that's how you're gonna make your knot. You know what I mean? That's gonna come over your thumb. Now, make sure you try to keep it so that it's open so you can slide the other part through, because now you're gonna take the bottom part and you're gonna slide it through the hole.
Okay.
Okay, I wanna show you guys how I have it. You just see the hole now? Okay, and all I have to do is take this up. You see? Okay, see my fingers? Now you're gonna bring that over and you're gonna hold that. Now you have a hole there, right? Now you're gonna take this and you're gonna fold it, okay? Just like you did the front part, you're gonna fold it, but it's different because you're gonna fold it with your index finger. And then you're gonna slide it through the hole.
Thank you, Mario.
Okay? And it's gonna look like this when it's going through so that your hand can grasp it and pull it through at the same time. Alright? So here we go. Fold, up, through. Up. What am I doing wrong? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I messed up. Hold on. Y'all messed me up now trying to teach y'all. I don't ever watch. I don't ever look at it when I'm tying, so it's kind of hard to look at it through the thing. Okay, here we go. So now you're gonna take it, slide it under, and pull it through. As you see, I'm pulling it through. And then you fix it, and then you take the back of the bow ties, of the bows, and you pull it tightly. And then you fix it.
But how about for a guy like me? You know, I have a big neck. So what do you think about that?
It may take a couple of times, but if you do it, you know, I always say tie it around your leg first, because if you start tying it around your leg first, you get the same kind of thing when you do it around your neck, and it helps a whole lot better.
Good stuff.
But yes, that's how you tie a bow tie. Thank you guys for joining in. As I always say, love yourself. Excuse me, you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Be good to yourself and be good to everybody else around you. Make this world a better place, because we always talk about change, and that's what we want to do. We want to change this world. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. live. This is Ty, the original classic man, with my boy, the Cal.
Really amazing Cal.
Really
you know,
Cal.
Latoya gave me the really. She's like,
she did?
she gave me the really. That's why I changed it to really. She's like, I said amazing Cal. She said really amazing Cal.
Thank you all guys for joining in. Mario, Valerie, thank you for your comments. Thomas, I can't say everybody. I know some of the same people I'm seeing now. Thank you guys for joining in. We will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Peace out.
Love y'all.